Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your solo. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good.
Very good.
Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, where? Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Pray lonely, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Pray lonely's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Pray lonely's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Tubi, Tubi, Tubi.
Well, hello to you, and you. Welcome into another edition of Brainley's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all of you here this morning. Shout out to the 6 people that were here, the 4 people that were here, the 1 person here now. Glad to have all you here in the building. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 destinations for you all this morning. Reverend Jesse Jackson has passed away at 84 years old. We will talk about him this morning. For this to happen during Black History Month is quite sad. You know what I mean? He has always been about the good fight. And I know he has had his controversies, but I think we'll rather have a Reverend Jesse Jackson upon the planet than a person in the White House being in the White House right now. Amen. Let's just keep it a bug. We're safe here, okay? And then Jill Lee, Miss Lee, if you're nasty, has put out a brand new album. We'll talk about that. Chili's, you know them for their baby back ribs, but did you know them for their margaritas? Yes, we'll talk about that this morning as well. Warner Brothers Discovery is opening up for talks. I can't do it. I can't do it. And it's just like y'all already made the announcement, right? And y'all wait till y'all hear about the breakup fee, okay? And my Lord Jesus, it is very bad what they are doing right now. So we'll get to that, okay? We will definitely get to this because, oh my God, don't be stupid, Warner Bros. Discovery. Just don't be stupid. Then we have a story about New Orleans, Louisiana, and Mardi Gras. Something happened upon a float, so we'll discuss that. Tubi, who y'all always see the Tubi original on our show here, well, they have a brand new initiative that you guys need to know about. And finally, imagine a brand new dating service, but based on what you answer. It's called Date Drop. We'll talk about all this and more this morning because higher is waiting, lower is available. But either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear the virtual tour music too? Yes, you do. And one thing to know, 2 things for sure. Over here on this channel, a lot happens early. Shout out to the 7 people here. Let's get it.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price. And it's a little early for this.
Right now, this it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you started it out right. But I'm with it in the daylight. And a lot happens early. Can you feel it when I say?
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
A lot happens early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
Yes, it is. Julie Chen Moonves. It is a new morning. Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, Maggie Rodriguez. You're absolutely right on this channel right here. A lot happens early. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully all is well with each and every single one of you. Good morning to Danielle Ross as well. Good morning to you. All right, let's get to it, everybody, because we do have a lot to discuss and a whole lot to get through. So let's get to it, everybody. Yes, indeed. Jesse Jackson, man. Saw the news. I'm just like, what? Jesse Jackson? No longer here with us. I know he, had, a disease as well, but still just you hope that people get through what they're going through. Amen. So here we go, y'all. Shout out to rollingout.com right here, celebrating 25 years. On to the next 25. Reverend Jesse Jackson, senior civil rights champion, dies at 84 years old. Civil rights leader, former presidential candidate, has suffered neurological disease in latter years. Civil rights icon, Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr., a Baptist minister who became a confidant to the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. and went on to become a 2-time presidential candidate, has died Tuesday. He was 84 years old. Our father was a servant leader, not only to our family, but to the oppressed, the voiceless, and the overlooked around the world. A statement from his family posted on Instagram said, "We shared him with the world, and in return, the world became a part of our extended family. His unwavering belief in justice, equality, and love uplifted millions. We ask you to honor his memory by continuing the fight for the values he lived by." The statement did not provide his cause of death, but Jackson has suffered from Parkinson's disease and progressive supranuclear palsy, a neurological disorder that affects movement in the last decade of his life. The Reverend Al Sharpton was among the first to pay tribute to Jackson after his death. The Reverend Dr. Jesse Louis Jackson was not simply a civil rights leader. He was a movement unto himself. He carried history in his footsteps and hope in his voice. Sharpton said in a statement, "One of the greatest honors of my life was learning at his side. He reminded me that faith without action is just noise. He taught me that protest must have purpose, that faith must have feet, and that justice is not seasonal, it is daily work." Sharpton concluded his statement by saying, "Rest now, Reverend Jackson, I love you." A powerful orator, Jackson founded the Rainbow Push Coalition in December 1996 through merging of two organizations he founded earlier, People United to Serve Humanity, Push, and the Rainbow Coalition. Respectively, Push came out in 1971, the Rainbow Coalition came out in 1984. Jackson was born October 8th, 1941 in Greenville, South Carolina, and rose to prominence in the Civil Rights era, participating in demonstrations alongside the Reverend King, that's Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., everybody. His influence stretched over decades, including two unsuccessful runs for the Democratic presidential nomination in 1984 and 1988. Though a black man running at all had been considered a success 20 years before Barack Obama ascended from the U.S. Senate to the White House. So here is a video here of his convention speeches here.
I'm more convinced than ever that we can win. We have fought up the rough side of the mountain. We can win. I just want young America to do me one favor. Just one favor. Exercise the right to dream. You must face reality, that which is, but then dream of the reality that ought to be, that must be. Live beyond the pain of reality with the dream of a bright tomorrow. Use hope and imagination as weapons of survival and progress. Use love to motivate you and obligate you to serve the human family. Young America, dream.
My word. Powerful, powerful words there. Shout out to the DNC for that footage there. Jackson paved path for Obama despite rift. Jackson's relationship with Obama was strained at times. Trigger warning, everybody. It's 11:14 a.m. So not my words, okay? I'm just repeating it. My Lord Jesus. Okay, let me mentally get myself together. Cause why was this said? We're about to find out. I wanted to cut his nuts out. That's what the Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr. said famously during a broadcast when he thought a nearby microphone was cut off. Barack, he is talking down to black people. That comment put his namesake son, Jesse Jackson Jr., who was a co-chairman of the Obama campaign, in a bad spot. Jackson Sr. apologized repeatedly and said Obama represents the redemption of our country. Jackson rewrote the rules of American political imagination. His refusal to accept limitations became a roadmap for generations because he didn't wait for permission to join the struggle. In the early 1960s, as the nation convulsed with the pain of its own contradictions, we're still doing that now, he aligned himself with the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC, There, under the mentorship of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Jackson became more than an organizer. He became a trusted strategist in the movement's most critical battles. So here is a YouTube short shout out to Newsweek. Democrats paid tribute to civil rights leader Reverend Jesse Jackson. Jackson married Jacqueline Brown in 1962. They have 5 children. Sanita, former Representative Jesse Jackson Jr., D.L., I believe that's the name there, Jonathan, Yusuf, and Jacqueline. Daughter Ashley, born outside of his marriage, also survives, and public observances will be held in Chicago, and the Rainbow Push Coalition will announce funeral arrangements. What do I think about this? Okay, well, we'll just do that. Yeah, no, we don't do that around here. No, that's what we don't do. No. So what do I think about this destination? First of all, it's a very sad morning. You think about the magnitude of the civil rights movement and what everybody did in order to help us get to where we are now in life. And you think about all the voices that did not have the chance to get to the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s. You really don't understand the magnitude, right, of the strength it took for these people to stump the yard so we can have a chance to live a life. Y'all know I always talk about the Little Rock 9 and what those 9 Black kids did for me and for all of us Black people, minorities. But also, too, with that, there were many other people that also fueled that movement. So rest in peace to the Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr., who passed away at 84 years old. This news broke this morning. So very, very sad indeed. All right, y'all. We do have more Brainley's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from this space right here and right now. Shout out to rollingout.com once again, celebrating 25 years. Now, wait. Now, okay, Hank, Jill, I'm live, beautiful. Okay, I'm live. Okay, just good. Okay, fine, child. Just go ahead. Just go ahead. Just Jesus Christ. Okay, all right. So that was me and Jill Scott. That's AI, y'all. Okay, please don't take that seriously. Although I know we look like a great couple, but let's roll on. Jill, really, this is how you want to show up? Live? Okay. Anyway, shout out to rollout.com, celebrating 25 years. On to the next 25 review. Jill Scott returns grounded and powerful to whom this may concern. Soul, lyricism, and introspection collide on Jill Scott's long-awaited return. I think it's been like 11 years since Jill Scott has done an album here. And I have to say the album cover is absolutely beautiful here. Absolutely stunning. And shout out to Marcellus Lovelace, for the cover. To whom this may concern is a celebration of family and spirituality. Jill Scott returns with one of the most anticipated projects of 2026, delivering a 19-track. Let me say again, a 19-track offering that features Jid, Tara Wack, Too Short, AB Soul, Trombone Shorty, and spoken word contributor Maha Asiri Earth. It's a warm hug, a full display of her creative range, poetry, singing, and rapping. Jill leans into every part of her artistry without hesitation, and the result feels grounded and assured. After the poem Dope Shit opens up the album, Be Great steps in as a mantra. I'ma go ahead and be great. Why not? That line lands. It's a question many of us need to ask ourselves. Trombone Shorty's presence makes the record feel expansive, almost like a HBCU halftime band performance. Brandon's scope and sound, the horns lift the track, giving it a celebratory pulse that sets the tone early. Jill shares herself in a way that touches your soul. It's appreciated because it's authentic. That honesty shows up clearly on Beautiful People. The song speaks to the core of who we are and highlights the beauty of our humanity. It reflects how that humanity shows up in family and in the meaningful relationships that shape our lives. There's care in her delivery and warmth in her phrasing. On Off the Back, Jill honors her ancestors. Vocally, this is one of the richest moments on the album. Production feels pulled from the late 60s, early 70s Black Soul records. There's texture, depth, and reference throughout. The track reminds us of those who came before us, what they sacrificed, knowingly or unknowingly. You can hear the gratitude in her voice. North Side features Tara Wack, captures what makes rap exciting, the trade-off of verses rather. DJ Premier laces the track with raw production. Jill scorches the mic, as she often does. Come on now. She sets the pace and clears space for Tara to step in with her unique stylings. The chemistry works. It feels sharp and confident. What is the consequence for being this dope, Jill asked. The answer feels clear. A rich career filled with loyal fans and supporters who have grown alongside her. The Math Stance is one of the most introspective songs on the album. Jill sings, could it be we be buying our dreams to disguise what we don't have? Could it be we worship things that ultimately can't last? Could it be we sabotage love because it hurts us in the past? Jill challenges us to look inward and do the math. It's not framed as judgment, it's framed as recalibration, as growth, as transformation. Throughout To Whom This May Concern, Jill moves comfortably between R&B, rap, and blues. She styles each genre in her own way, sometimes playful, sometimes serious, sometimes tender, and always loving. The thread that connects it all is honesty. After nearly 11 years since her last release, we hear a fully realized woman who is comfortable in who she is and enjoying life on her terms. Jill delivered some good food for the soul. To Whom This May Concern is substance. The album feels refreshing, free from unnecessary gloss. The music breathes, releases realness anchors the project, and invites the listener to sit with it. Standout tracks: Be Great, Off the Back, North Side with Tara Wack, Pressure, Math, I Say and Sincerely Do. 5 out of 5 stars. So what do I think about this destination? I'm not surprised. Jill Scott is one of those people that just because you don't hear from her doesn't mean that she's not working. And the range of Jill Scott as an artist, I mean, you think about the HBO series where she was a detective, and you think about the first Wives Club, and you think about, her being Sheila and Why Did I Get Married? You think about the lingerie line that she had. She did have a lingerie line, everybody. You think about the Bluebirds Foundation that she has. And she's always been an artist of understanding the weight of her work, but also understands the magnitude of responsibility. And in 2026, to have an album that feels so real, so open, and so sincere is what the world needs right now. I feel like when it comes to music, television, film, podcasting, social media, everything in between, I think we're in this space of getting back to 90s energy, where the only way that you knew about what was going on in the world was to watch 106 in Park and to watch TRL and to watch, Good Morning America, Today, CBS, The Early Show. And while we will never get back to that, I think the authenticity of stand on business, don't be afraid to say what is on your mind, not for the algorithm, but for your soul. And to know that regardless just because you put it out doesn't mean nobody is willing to listen. I think we're evolving into a space of, okay, let's let some voices in that can regulate how we communicate. So shout out to the one, the only Jill Scott Lee, Jill Lee, Miss Lee, If You're Nasty, on that new album, To Whom This May Concern. Get that now. I believe it's streaming everywhere, obviously. Don't know if it's on CD, because y'all know CDs are kind of extinct at this point, but I am sure Jill Scott will have a vinyl album, and she will probably have an exclusive B-side track or exclusive B-side of her vinyl. So shout out to the Jill Scott. All right, let's continue, y'all, because there is more to come from Parade Magazine, parade.com. Chili's is celebrating National Margarita Day by turning its beloved monthly program into an official club. Now, is there a CMO, Chief Margarita Officer, job available? Because I will gladly do it. Yeah, I will gladly do it. Just need burgers, I need margaritas, Jill Scott, or a beautiful thick black woman. I'm available for the Chief Margarita Officer position. Broke the diva mirror with this one, said one fan. Let's get to it here. Key points: National Margarita Day is celebrated on February 22nd. Chili's launched a free Margarita of the Month Club and released limited edition margarita themed merch. Specials include $5 to $7 margaritas and include unique monthly flavors like the Straw Eddie Margarita. As far as food and beverage themed holidays go, it's hard to imagine one more perfect than National Margarita Day. Beyond being a tasty cocktail, margaritas signify a celebration and reminds us to let loose and enjoy life on the wild side, responsibly, of course. That being said, you might expect the boozy festivities to fall somewhere in summertime, or at least to coincide with Cinco de Mayo, but you might be surprised to know that the tequila-soaked holiday actually falls on Sunday, February 22nd. So would that make it National Margarita Week? Or is that just my mind wanting it to be a week? Moving on. Sure, it might not quite be the same as enjoying a Texas-sized margarita tacos on a sun-drenched patio by the ocean on your third day of your week-long vacation, but we'll take whatever we can get. Besides, is there ever a bad reason to have a margarita or two? We didn't think so. Of course, when it comes to actually celebrating the holiday outside of going on a 3-week vacation, there's no better place to visit than your local Chili's. The chain is known all over the world. The chain is known the world over for its famous triple dipper, and also to their baby back ribs. Let's not forget those, and those legendary burgers. Sold a whopping 30 million margaritas in 2025 alone. Let me say that again. 30 million margaritas. 30 million margaritas in 2025 alone. That's in 1 year, everybody. That's more than any other restaurant brand in the entire United States. Now, that's a whole lot of tequila. And to further capitalize on this growing fandom surrounding its iconic Margarita of the Month program, Chili's is making things official by turning its beloved program into its very own club. Now you can join the most exclusive Margarita of the Month club. That's open to literally anyone for free. Simply sign up on the Chili's website and you're in. No membership fees, no social cachet test necessary, no secret knocks at all. So Chili's launches Margarita of the Month Club with limited edition merch. It looks like they have moved it, sadly. So here, okay, so they still have it here. So here is the
members only. Join. Branded clothing wear.
Chili's?
Margarita. Get some sweet, sticky.
Triple dippers? Chili's Margarita.
Oh,
this is hilarious, bro.
Club.
The commercial is over.
Chili's Margarita of the Month Club merch now available.
First of all, shout out to Chili's. Like the fact that they broke the fourth wall and said this is, oh my God. Okay, let's see this merch. That's what I want to see. I want to see the merch. I do. I want to see the merch. So give me a moment here. Shop Margarita of the Club. Margarita of the Month Club merch. And I do think y'all should have a Chief Margarita Officer sweepstakes where, you know, a fan gets to be the Chief Margarita Officer for a year. And you know what? That can be a yearly thing, you know? Or you can just hire me full time. I'm available. So here is the collection right here. So you have a crew neck shirt right there for $60. Cabana shirt pink for $45. Cabana shirt green for $45. Salt brim snapback hat for $30. Snapback athletic hat green for $30. Snapback athletic hat pink for $30. Crescent bag for $25. Polo shirt pink and green for $45. Polo shirt yellow and blue for $45. Let's see, is there any more here? No, that's the collection. So you can get this anytime. Let's go back to it here. Once you signed up, you can enjoy a rotating menu of 12 delicious margaritas featuring bold invented flavors for a meager $6 this month. This month's highlight is the Straw Ed Margarita, which is made with Lucille Blanco tequila, Deep Eddy lemon vodka, strawberry puree, and a house-made sour. As if the promise of several tasty margaritas wasn't enough, Chili's also just dropped a must-have merch line that fans can shop online. The collection leans heavily on pink and green as the main colorways and includes items ranging from snapbacks and crew necks to polo shirts and a fanny pack. To bring the collection to life, the brand created a series of short films that take the iconic red booths out of the restaurant and place them in high fashion settings to showcase the yacht club inspired vibe. And even though the merch just dropped, fans can't seem to get enough. OMG, my dream, said one excited customer. Obsessed. Fire emoji. The last one was the heart eyes emoji. Someone else commented the pieces range in price from $5 to $60, and each order comes with your very own passport style booklet that you can use to track your marks. So if you get all 12, like, is there a special prize or something? Like, what's going on here? Celebrate National Margarita Day with limited time specials. Additionally, Chili's is tripling down the margarita love by offering a variety of specials to help you celebrate National Margarita Day, including the new $5 Tequila Classic, the monthly $6 Strawberry Ed Margarita, and a $7 Frozen Margarita with Patron Silver Tequila. Now that sounds like our kind of celebration. Shout out to Ken C. Bivens for making this, and like I said, I'm here for it. You know what I mean? So I think they have more here, I think. Let me pause it here. So here's this here.
Chili's Margarita of the Month Club. Exclusive club merch. It's margaritas.
This is kind of a weird Chili's. Whoa. Excuse me, did you see? Okay.
Oh my God.
Welcome to Chili's. That's right. The romance between your boy Jake Jones and Chili's is just getting deeper and deeper. I got the call, hey, we're dropping some exclusive club merch. I said, are you talking about the Margarita of the Month club merch? And they said, that's exactly what we're talking about. How do we get you down here to be on Chili's next top model? And I said, I'm ready.
Chili's next top model is crazy
they had
work.
me spitting poetry, like take your main squeeze to Chili's for National Margarita Day. You know, just words of romance and love language. Honestly, this love story between me and Chili's is really going to be eternal because of this new Margarita of the Month club merch. Welcome to... Now this is what we call a fit right here. That's right. Look at the fabric. Look at the pose. We haven't even seen it from the back. Right. So I have no notes. Anybody? No, okay. Incredible. Who's this suave king just lounging? That deserves a celebration mark. Like, I can scream it for the girls in the back that need to hear it. Who's this diva? Riding in on a boat? That's some real welcome to Chili's. That's really welcome to Chili's. Chili's little yacht club, margarita of the month club. Stunning. I'm sorry, but this is stunning, love. Now this is what we call.
Now listen, personally, Chili's, if you're gonna go in all in on this, I'm gonna help y'all real quick. Let's go to Zillow.com. Okay, now I know y'all from Texas, okay, but margaritas are mostly known for being in Miami. So let's look up Miami, Florida. Let's look at some homes here. Okay. So I'm not saying you gotta do this. I'm not saying you gotta do this at all. I do believe if you guys did this, this would be fire. Give me a moment. And y'all can write this off as a business expense, honestly. You really could. Trying to see a home that's already bet. Okay, I got it. Got it. Okay, everybody ready for this? Chili's, you're welcome. Okay, welcome to the official Chili's Margarita of the Month Club house. Okay, now this is $9,795,000, 7 beds, 8 baths, 6,962 square feet. Okay, it's in Coral Gables, Florida. Let's look at the home. Okay, listen. Pull up to this. And can you imagine content creators having an overnight stay in this home? Yes. You see the you see the staircase, very nice. Mm-hmm. Chili's, I'm just saying. Okay. Kitchen, very nice. Mm-hmm. Yes, we like the kitchen. Got your family room here. Bedroom. Like I say, you can transform that bedroom into, margarita themed bedroom. And, some of y'all could say this could be a content house. It could, and I'm going to show you why I am thinking of this here in just a minute, but also too, with this going through the home. Now, listen, you can write this off as a business expense, and this could extend the brand of the Margarita of the Month Club. Okay, just keep it in the buck. Now, this is where, the chief margarita officer, the CMO, and actually, to tell you the truth, if you do that sweepstakes, the chief margarita officer gets to live here for a full year. That ain't too bad of a gig. Fly different Chili's locations across the country. Got a pool there. This is a nice home. It's a very nice home. Okay, you got wine there. Of course, we would just change all the wine to, tequila. Okay. Yes, indeed, because we're trying to stay on brand here. Now, I'm going to show y'all something. Because this was a thing right here. I want y'all to see this. Now, this was an actual campaign. And what they decided to do was Mike's Hard Lemonade had a freeze house right here. Okay, so let's check this out.
This is the true story.
True story. True story. 4 strangers
Picked to live in a house
picked to live in a mansion.
and have their lives taped.
Lives taped.
Find out what happens
When people stop being polite.
and start getting real.
Hello, yes, this is Blue Phone. Blue Phone. I'm very busy at the moment, but I will be able to return your phone for
It's the Freeze House, and you could be picked to live in it. It's a campaign for the new Mike's Hard Lemonade flavors. We'll get to that in a second.
But in the house, each room decked out in outdated technology and trends of the past.
Yes, this is so great. All that she wants. This is the pink room. I dressed up for this one. Buttons, fluffy pens, as if. Was that a good one? Was that a good, I really felt the as if.
Then we ventured into the blue room. The boys like this one.
Polaroids, trinkets from the science store at the mall, and a closet full of FUBU.
Oh my gosh, so cute! The white room was lined with CDs and one of these cool see-through phones.
Oh, I remember the see-through
And the
phones
red
from back in
room,
the day.
not Christian Grey's red room, you nasty. There is a couch and a camera.
It's meant to be like the confessional.
One of those
room
old
the real
school
world
cameras.
house. Check out this cool garage for gamers.
Each room represents a flavor. They taste like your favorite frozen ices from childhood. The ones that don't have a flavor, but a color. And if you're one of the rebellious, daring kids at the corner store, you'll mix them all together.
So nostalgic.
And there's the pool.
Mike's Hard Lemonade is picking one person to bring 3 of their best friends to stay at the Freeze House. The stay is the first weekend in June, and the winner will also get
$10,000.
Wow.
For 1 week starting today, you can go to mikeshardfreezehouse.com to enter. Again, not an ad. We just really enjoyed going to the Freeze House.
Fun. I want to go back. I want to live there.
So that's why I am saying, Chili's, call me. Y'all buy the house, get some great designers to fix up the inside. Then you do the Chief Margarita Officer yearly residency. Okay, as sweepstakes every year, there's a different, Chief Margarita Officer. And then, you hire me as the official one for the whole company, but then we do the sweepstakes for everybody else. So, just an idea. Okay. All right. So there it is from Chili. So get your margaritas on deck. And by the way, get ready for National Margarita Day happening on February 22nd. All right. Speaking of margaritas, you might need a margarita if you work at Netflix, because take a look at this destination from Deadline.com. Here we go. Come on, work with me. We're live here. Thank you so much. Netflix hopes Warner Bros. Discovery Paramount talks will finally resolve this matter to erase David Ellison Company from misleading Warner shareholders. So as you can see here, Warner Bros. Discovery begins talks with Paramount. Netflix slams antics. Here we go. Netflix on Tuesday slammed Paramount's antics and blasted David Ellison's company for misleading Warner Bros. Discovery shareholders on the regulatory landscape in aggressive defense of its own Warner Bros. Discovery deal. Now, you would have thought that after losing that David Ellison would just swap what he got. And that's what he really needs to do, because this is looking really bad. You don't want Paramount to be the bully on the playground where the rest of Hollywood was like, okay, fuck Paramount. You don't want that. But apparently, this is the way it's going to go. So, that agreement signed last December and unanimously approved by the Warner Bros. Discovery Board will be put to a vote by Warner shareholders March 20th. Warner announced today, even as it simultaneously unveiled plans to engage with Paramount for a 7-day window through February 23rd. So February 23rd would be ending Monday, okay? Paramount has been attempting for months to derail the Netflix transaction with a series of hostile offers. Through the robust and highly competitive strategic review process, Netflix has consistently taken a constructive, respectful approach with Warner Bros. Discovery, in stark contrast to Paramount Skydance. While we are confident that our transaction provides superior value and certainty, we recognize the ongoing distraction from Warner Bros. Discovery stockholders and the broader entertainment industry caused by Paramount Skydance's antics. Accordingly, we granted Warner Bros. Discovery a narrow 7-day waiver of certain obligations under our merger agreement to allow them to engage with Paramount Skydance to fully and finally resolve this matter, Netflix said. This doesn't change the fact that we have. I'm sorry, y'all. This does not change the fact that we have the only signed board recommended agreement with Warner Bros. Discovery, and ours is the only certain path to delivering value for Warner Bros. Discovery stockholders, and insisted zero in on regulatory approvals. Netflix is confident that our transaction, a largely vertical merger of complementary assets, has a clear path to timely regulatory approval. It said Netflix and Warner Bros. Discovery have each submitted their Hart-Scott-Rodino filings and are engaged constructively with competition authorities globally, including the Department of Justice, State Attorneys General, the European Commission, and the UK United Kingdom Competition and Markets Authority. By contrast, Paramount Skydance has repeatedly mischaracterized the regulatory review process by suggesting its proposal will sell through, misleading Warner Brothers Discovery stockholders about the real risk of their regulatory challenges around the world. Warner Bros. Discovery stockholders should not be misled into thinking that Paramount Skydance has an easier or faster path to regulatory approval. It does not, said the streamer led by Ted Sarandos and Red Peters. It ridiculed Paramount for publicizing routine checkpoints to exaggerate progress. For example, Paramount Skydance signed securing German FDI clearance on January 27th, 2026 as evidence of the regulatory certainty. In fact, Netflix received German FDI clearance on that very same day. Man, this isn't giving SOC 2 compliant energy, my lord. By the way, it's a commercial for some company that talks about SOC 2 compliance. So that's this triggered that. So anyway, moving on. It anticipates scrutiny on foreign funding behind Paramount Skydance bid, namely the Middle East sovereign wealth funds that will be passive investors. So basically what's happening here is they're trying to do another TikTok US joint venture, okay, because they have Middle East partners in this U.S. TikTok joint venture, okay. He insisted regulators will focus on horizontal overlaps, 2 of the 5 major Hollywood studios, 2 major news networks, and the impact on competition, job losses, and reduced output. Now, for those of you who may not remember, I told you Warner Bros. Discovery has separated the 2 companies. So the studios and the streamers are with Netflix. The cable networks have not been bought by anybody as of yet. And the impact on competition, job losses, reduced output, and downward pressure on wages for film and television workers, with pain set to result from the high debt of the combined company. Paramount has predicted up to $6 billion in cost savings. Much of that is likely to be realized through layoffs. Netflix instead calculates that the leverage of a combined Paramount Warner Bros. Discovery leverage could require as much as $16 billion in cuts. It claimed Paramount Skydance, which is set to release its latest quarterly earnings next week, is already undershooting its financial projections. Paramount and Skydance merged last August. This extraordinary execution risk and track record of operational underperformance could impact Paramount Skydance's ability to fund the close transaction, it said. Netflix's strong cash flow generation supports our all-cash transaction structure while preserving a healthy balance sheet and flexibility to capitalize on future strategic priorities. A combined Netflix and Warner Bros. Will strengthen the entertainment industry, preserve choice and value for consumers, and give creators more opportunities. Critics of the Netflix deal, and there are many, including guilds, exhibitors, and select lawmakers, doubt the streamer's newfound commitment to theatrical windows, and are concerned about the cost cuts and the threat of monopoly in streaming with HBO Max in the Netflix fold. Man, oh man. So what do I think about this? I'm going to bring up a live that I did, and we're going to ask Google to summarize it, because I talked about a lot with this here. Give me a moment. Okay. Ask. Okay, so here we go, y'all. Here we go. So right here, this video discussed the significant acquisition of Warner Bros. Discovery by Netflix for 8.2. I'm sorry, for 82.7 billion dollars. The acquisition includes Warner Brothers Film and Television Studios, Telepictures, HBO Max, and HBO. The speaker highlights the historic nature of new media buying old media and develops into the implications of this deal for the entertainment industry. So what I decided here was to talk about the CW. Now, for those of you who don't know who the CW is, that was a partnership with CBS and Warner Brothers, right? So what I ended up saying here is imagine a partnership between CW, Netflix, and Warner Bros. Studio streamers. This partnership aims to leverage Netflix's global reach and Warner Bros. Content engine to provide new programming for the CW, including next day streaming on HBO Max. So it creates this loop, right? Because Netflix, they're not going to buy a linear cable network. But if Netflix wants to broadcast a huge event and they want to have that linear push, they could partner up with the CW. And because you have Netflix studios, you have, HBO, those partners that can produce those CW shows, and those CW shows can air next day on HBO Max. So it creates this constant loop of content. And then, of course, it said the CW Plus free streaming network. And this free ad-supported streaming service like Tubi, right? Like Pluto TV, like Xumo TV, which is a combination with Charter Communications and NBC Universal. It would be a free ad-support service that will merge live TV, fast channels, and bingeable libraries with a Netflix-style user face. This platform will feature Warner Brothers reality competition lifestyle shows, as well as low-cost hybrid reality and unscripted content, because we all know unscripted content is cheaper to produce than scripted television. And then, of course, I proposed a new HBO-backed linear streaming network called HBO Createitainment. Yes, Createitainment. So this is where on this network will be dedicated to content creators, new talent, and emerging filmmakers, offering HBO quality content and serving as a pipeline for the next generation of creatives. So if you missed this live, go back and watch this. I really broke down a whole lot more than just those things in the live. I think that this is a dumb ass decision by Warner Bros. Discovery, because you already made the announcement, this, that, and the third. In business, you honor your word. And in addition to that, I want y'all to see this, okay? They have a $5.8 billion breakup fee if the deal falls through or fails to gain regulatory approval. This is one of the largest, or considered one of the largest in corporate history. Okay? Now, the convening bid and fee Paramount Skydance is attempting a revival bid, has offered to cover the roughly $2.8 billion termination fee Warner Bros. Will owe to Netflix if they abandon their current merger agreement. So $5.8 billion. Right, so let's do this. 5.8 billion minus 2.8 billion. So that still leaves you $3 billion that you're going to have to pay Netflix. Personally, Netflix, I think, is already that company. They have the Netflix house. They have their studios in New Jersey. Of course, they are headquartered in LA. Their brands are known all around the world. And not to mention, too, I don't believe Netflix has a backlot. Let me see. Does Netflix have a studio backlot in LA? Okay, so here it is here. Here it is here. Here it is here. Netflix does not currently own a traditional dedicated studio backlot in Los Angeles, but heavily leases and anchors major production facilities in Hollywood, such as Sunset Bronson Studios. So, this is very interesting. With Warner Brothers, right? You have all the Warner Brothers studios. Now, I'm going to just say this. I would rather go with Warner Brothers Discovery than Paramount, because I believe that Warner Brothers is open to being able to be more creative than Paramount, because right now Paramount, as you guys may or may not know, they had to get rid of their DEI initiatives. They had to hire an ombudsman at CBS News, which is now MAGA News, essentially, on the network television circuit. And, you know, Paramount Studios, right? It's historic, but also too, Paramount's been, you know, selling off a lot. They just, you know, removed CBS Mornings from their studio in Times Square. They had to sell off the CBS Broadcast Center, and then there's CBS Television City that also got sold off. So, you know, Warner Bros. Discovery has been able to own their studio. And if I'm, you know, Netflix, right, I am just as pissed off. So Warner Bros. Discovery, stick with Netflix. Fuck Paramount. David Ellison needs to lay there, roll over, and take it and work with what he's got. Because I don't know about y'all, but I don't have $5.8 billion to pay a company. So I listen, y'all already signed it. The board approved it. Move the fuck on. All right. Now, with that being said, let's go over to Black Enterprise magazine, blackenterprise.com. Because this story here, my Lord Jesus, or this destination rather, Mardi Gras float sparks outrage after crew hangs dark-skinned dolls on beaded necklaces. The crew of Tux has since apologized for the offensive behavior. The Mardi Gras crew faced backlash over a display of black dolls hanging on their float. The crew of Tux garnered criticism for its unusual decorative necklace during this year's Mardi Gras festivities in New Orleans, Louisiana. While riding on their float February 14th, our crew members boasted dark-skinned dolls that shocked those who were watching. While riding on their float, white crew members boasted dark-skinned dolls that shocked those who were watching. So, here we go here. So, there is... Now, we all know that back in the day, during slavery times, strange fruit, Billie Holiday. Know your history. New Orleans authorities have vowed to investigate an incident. This is from Meow News. Authorities investigate alleged racist act at New Orleans parade. New Orleans authorities have vowed to investigate an incident showing an individual depicting an alleged racist act during the cruise of Tux parade in the city on Saturday, February 14th. Footage obtained by Storyful appears to show a member of the crew standing on a float with two black Barbie-like dolls hanging over the edge with a string of beads around their necks. I think we all know what that means. Yeah. New Orleans Mayor Helena Moreno wrote in an Instagram post that an earlier image circulated of that same individual seemed to depict a horrific fake crime. Let me be clear, this display is deeply offensive, unacceptable, and has no place in our city, Moreno said. New Orleans is built on respect, diversity, and inclusion. Actions that seek to demean or intimidate any member of our community violate the very spirit of who we are. Our celebrations, particularly those where children and families attend, should be spaces of joy and unity and not exposure to hateful or harmful imagery. What depicted isn't free speech, it's a disturbing effigy meant to harm and intimidate families and children, Murnell wrote. Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrow said that she was immediately opening an investigation into what she described as a disgusting, vulgar, racist image. She said she intended to hold the individuals responsible accountable. Crew at Tux issued a statement apologizing on Saturday night, saying the crew shares the same sentiment as the mayor, called the behavior intolerable and completely contradictory to the beliefs and values that the crew of the Tux holds. One video went viral, showing a white rider for the crew. He apparently held the black Barbie dolls as they hung by their necks with some beads. Another image showed the dolls still hanging on necklaces, this time located on the edge of the float. The disturbing imagery evoked references to the lynchings of black women in the South, upsetting in-person paraders and social media alike. Local officials immediately responded to the backlash, with the New Orleans mayor strong condemning the display. Let me be clear, the display is deeply offensive, unacceptable, has no place in our city. Newly elected Mayor Helena Moreno. For those of you who are wondering why is there a newly elected mayor, Latoya Cantrell decided to play the Bodyguard movie in public, with her bodyguard using government funds to facilitate a relationship. So I believe that that's still ongoing, that case. Back to this destination here, obtained by NOAA.com. New Orleans is built on respect, diversity, and inclusion. Actions that seek to demean or intimidate any member of our community violate the very spirit of who we are. The issue grew even more disrespectful as more context on the float's theme came to light. The crew tiled their controversial float crack pipe, meant as a satirical joke on the city's faulty sewer system, while the Tux Parade itself remains known for bathroom humor. Many no longer found it funny, especially at the expense of black people. Following the backlash, the crew of Tuck wrote an apology on social media. The crew seemingly revealed that the dolls were not part of the original plan. Its leaders stated that those responsible will not take part in future programming. So here's the official statement of the crew of the Tux. The offensive photos have been brought to our attention. We share the same sentiment as the mayor. This behavior is intolerable and completely contradictory to the beliefs and values that the crew of Tux hold. We intend to fully investigate this incident, and responsible riders will no longer be permitted to have any association with the parade. The leadership wishes this has been brought to our attention during the parade because it would have been addressed immediately. This was brought to our attention through social media, and we are immediately investigating. Since its inception, the crew of Tux has been one of the most diverse parades in Mardi Gras. We are offended by this behavior and will not be tolerated. Mardi Gras is a celebration of New Orleans and its diverse and rich culture. We apologize for this racist display during our parade, and please know this is not who we are. We will address this swiftly. So since its inception, the crew of Tux has been one of the most diverse parades in Mardi Gras. The statement reads, "We are offended by this behavior and will not be tolerated. An internal investigation into what led to the dolls appearing in such a way began February 16th, as confirmed by the crew of Tux captain Lloyd Fetchowitz. On a state level, Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrow announced an external investigation into the case. While it's not unusual to see toy-like items attached to the beaded necklaces, the imagery of black dolls themselves felt like a target hate crime toward the black people of New Orleans, according to New Orleans City Council President J.P. Morrell, especially as Mardi Gras has its own racist past, often not allowing black and non-white people from the official parade." Let me say that 2 more times, because that is breaking news to my brain cells right now, especially as Mardi Gras has its own racist past, often not allowing black and non-white people from the official parade. Especially as Mardi Gras has its own racist past, often not allowing black and non-white people from the official parade. This depiction could call back to this exclusive nature. Morrell even deemed the necklaces as an intentional effort by someone riding on float to remind people of the city, particularly certain people of the city, that Mardi Gras is not for them. Crews that face backlash for alleged racism before, especially in their membership. However, black people continue to break barriers to make the parade reflective of New Orleans diversity. So, obviously, I am pissed the fuck off about this destination. Nobody should ever feel excluded from any event here, there, or anywhere. And like I said, to see that in 2026 is sadly not surprising. And we do need to do better at making sure that everybody feels seen, heard, and embraced. So, fucking disgusting. I'm glad there's an investigation into it, and it should never fucking happen again. Otherwise, there should be tremendous consequences whether that is, state, federal, or family as police consequences. Okay. All right, moving on. Also from Black Enterprise Magazine, blackenterprise.com. For those of you who don't know, Tubi has a brand new initiative that you guys need to know about. And like I said, I know with World Star Hip Hop and Tubi not owned by Black people, that's why about Isaac Hayes III, who has a platform called Fanbase. There really hasn't been any other platform to, embrace content creators like Tubi has. Mr. Beast is on Tubi. Deion Sanders and Roxy Diaz, We Got Time Today, is on Tubi. Like I said, NBC Universal had the launch of Script Accelerator, where 5 content creators a $20,000 development deal with NBC Universal and Bravo, and they will have the chance to create more content for them. And then, of course, the Blavity Creator Collective, where you can be seen by 250 million monthly active users. I submit for basically all 3 of those. Heard back from Tubi that I didn't get it. Blavity Creator Collective, never heard back from them. And then NBC Universal, we were supposed to learn something January 1st, and it was just, for the longest time, never heard anything back. So yeah. So with that being said, let's get to it here. And like I said, there could have been a chance that they could have said something to me, because the old platform that they were on was transition. But it's just like, y'all, regardless of platforms transitioning, keep everybody who entered updated. It's just the decent thing to do. Here we go. Tubi debuts HBCU Film Hub spotlighting Black student filmmakers for Black History Month. The partnership with HBCU First Look Film Festival launches during Black History Month, expanding national access for emerging storytellers. Streaming service Tubi has unveiled a slate of films created by students and graduates of historically Black colleges and universities for the launch of its partnership with the HBCU First Look Film Festival during Black History Month. The platform released 20 films as a part of the rollout, delivering on plans first shared in November at the festival's annual award ceremony. At that event, founder Sheila Elridge announced a collaboration with Tubi designed to give rising Black filmmakers broader visibility through a national streaming outlet. Elridge, a Howard University graduate and CEO of Miles Ahead Entertainment, described the partnership as a turning point for creators from HBCUs, calling it a milestone for Black creators. The initiative aims to elevate voices that have traditionally faced barriers in film and television. In addition to the 20 newly available titles, the dedicated streaming hub branded HBCU First Look is expected to feature more than 100 films from HBCU affiliated creators. The collection spans documentaries, scripted projects, and experimental works from institutions including Morehouse College, Howard University, Florida A&M University, and Spelman College. The films explore themes ranging from student life to deeply personal narratives and broader cultural stories. Tubi, known for its expansive digital catalog and growing original programming, said the partnership reflects an effort to connect with emerging filmmakers earlier in their careers by providing free, widely accessible platform. The company hopes to offer exposure and sustainable opportunities for independent artists. Among the highlight selections is Him Plus, a first place short film written by Florida A&M alumnus Shadrick Clark. Other feature projects include a documentary about the 15th annual Cafe Mocha, Salute Them Awards, read by Lee Solomon, along with experimental pieces such as Echo 2022 by L. Palmer and Thomas by Dr. Shayna Thomas. Elrich's career in media began under the mentorship of Kathy Hughes at WHUR-FM, that is the radio station for Howard University. Kathy Hughes is also the founder of Urban One, which is TV One, Radio One, and Interactive One as well. She has since collaborated with major brands and cultural institutions, maintaining a focus on Black storytelling throughout her work. Founded to create a professional pipeline for HBCU creators, the festival now engages more than 15,000 students and alumni annually and drew over 700 submissions last year, evidence organizers say of growing demand for platforms centered on Black voices. First of all, like I said, shout out to Tubi for making it do what it do. And honestly, why isn't BET a part of the film festival? Why isn't OWN? Why isn't Nubian TV? Apparently, there's this new network called Beyond Television Network, apparently. and I looked it up. It only has like 100 like downloads, and when I tried to go to the website, it gave me an error message. Like now. Hang on, let me show y'all here. Give me a moment. Right here. So let me refresh this. Error. So, new black network with no website that works. That's how we're rolling in 2026, everybody. So, hoping that this network gets itself together, but I think this goes to show that we need black media to unite and not be in silos, because honestly, like I said, with Isaac Hayes III, who says, you know, that, and let me just show y'all, just because I am that transparent. Give me a moment, because I really do want y'all to see this here. Because I've debated, right, on, you know, promoting, you know, different platforms that are not black owned, right? So, you know, of course, we cover black culture. That's what we do over here. In the same token of that, right, we also have to recognize that when other platforms are trying to do something in the neighborhood, we have to support. So give me a moment as I find out those posts, because he posted those not too long ago. You know what? Let me just type it in. Let me go back. Tubi. Yep, so right here. So right here, media facts. Right here. Right here, Fox Corp has a documented history of pushing narratives that deny systematic racism, criminalize black protests, attack diversity and equity efforts, and platforms that routinely undermine black voices, from the framing of police violence to the dismissal of racial inequality and internal lawsuits of racial discrimination. The record is public and well documented. This is not about entertainment. It's about power, influence, and who benefits from your labor, your culture, and your voice. Let's see. The effects. Sorry, and this was the other post here. Yeah. your voice. When you post content, you're not sharing art. You're feeding an ecosystem algorithm, corporate agenda. Black creators, black artists should not be supporting platforms owned by Fox Corp. And when I saw this, I'm like, okay, I do know, right, that Fox has had a history of this, right? But I also did say that with Fox, right, that they have brought empire, right? They have been stomping the yard. For those of you who don't know, there was a thing called Stubios, right, for Tubi. And I'm going to show y'all this video right. I can find it. Okay, right now. Here we go.
Yeah, we hustle all day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Ay, hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
Do you know who started that partnership? The Studios partnership? Now, Isaac Hayes may not know about this, right? Right here. Go back. Oh, hang on. Now this article came out in 2024, right? From Variety.com, right here. Tubi launches studios to fund and stream fan greenlit creative projects, taps the rate to inspire mentoring filmmakers. So Issa Rae has worked with Tubi. Now, I'm not saying that what Isaac Hayes III is saying is wrong at all. But also, too, I think it would be up to Isaac Hayes III to take fan base and say to BET, hey, can we create something? To go to OWN, hey, can we create something? To go to Aspire TV, which is owned by Magic Johnson, hey, can we create something? To go to Afro TV and say, hey, can we create something? If you don't want Tubi collaborate with Black and MAPA content creators, then you need to take your platform and talk to the Black platforms, right? Or even, hey, Disney, can me and Fanbase do something? Hey, NBC Universal, can me and Fanbase do something? Can't go over to CBS because that's MAGA now, but still they have a partnership with the NAACP for content, and they also have a partnership with, and they also, P&G Studios, along with the NAACP and CBS, they produce Beyond the Gates. So thank God that show's still on the air. But the point is, I get what he is saying, but in the same token, like, whatever we don't celebrate, if we don't celebrate, if we don't uplift it, if we don't try to, stump the yard for it, then guess what the company's going to say? Oh, okay, well, we don't have to ever do this again because they didn't give a fuck about it. It's a fucked up game that we are utilized as cultural footballs to just pass down the field, but we never, get into the end zone. That's not cool. That's not right. It's disrespectful. But in the same token, we do have to be able to stump the yard for something, right? So So with that being said, let's go back here because there are some comments. Okay, there's some comments here. So this person here, Tiffany Tony, which by the way, face card is not declining here. Here we go. Tubi has definitely made a lot of black Tubi has definitely made a lot of black filmmakers millionaires, and it's life changing for them. It's hard to preach this to a culture of filmmakers who have been ignored and underpaid since the dawn of filmmaking. I get wanting people to come to your platform, but people also have to feed themselves, and Tubi has empowered them to do that while experience maximum reach and exposure. I've seen a lot of people in these comments who have never produced, who have never ever in their entire lives produced a film and had to risk their own investment for or partner with investors that they have not had to pay back. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. And then, Isaac, I will say this, bro. I get that you put down your fan base, start engine link. And I talked to Isaac Case one time. It was during a call for a dating app called Switch. We talked about that, a while back. But I think a dialogue here would have been better of like, hey, my sister, let's DM and talk because I see your profile is this, that, and the third. Maybe we can create fan-based studios. That's how you move forward to me. Tubi doesn't manufacture negative images of black people. Most of its catalog is made up of licensed content, which means those images are created by black filmmakers and then sold to the platform. The responsibility for how we are portrayed begins with us. That said, platforms like Tubi do appear, for at least from my perspective, to deprioritize or block black content that reflects beauty, stability, love, and economic strength from our communities. No non-black institution truly knows how to create authentic, affirming images of black life. Even with good intentions, they lack the lived understanding required to portray us in healthy relationships, strong families, serving communities, and that work can't be outsourced. If we want to see better images of ourselves, it's the responsibility of the black creators to protect them, to create them and protect them, rather. Expecting systems that have historically failed us to suddenly represent us with care and love is unrealistic. That responsibility has always been ours. Yeah, and I agree with that. I think that in the same token of that, I think also too, when people are trying to create new platforms, we need to support. Now that doesn't mean you give $1 million check and you write it. But I do agree it's up to us to create those images, but we also have to be resources for each other and not look at each other as a problem because you're competition. I agree 100%, but understand, because you work in this business, your POV is a lot different. I am one myself, and I agree that's another thing that black folks do speak from ego, not from experience. Yep, we've been yelling this from the hills, but our own people don't listen. Yep, we truly need 100% black-owned media platforms, from the third to the tech to the staff to the talent, high quality, still industry grade, 9%, the whole damn thing. The biggest thing is marketing. Said this new streaming service with the brilliant black minds out here can make it happen, just like the labels, the streaming platforms and networks are the banks and marketing. That's what made succumb to them. So I do think that this is a healthy conversation to have, but also too, like I said, that Black Film Festival should be supported by more people. So that's my take on that. Now, with that being said, more Brainless Virtual Tour Live coming up right from this space right here and right now. For everybody trying to find love, I think I might have stumbled upon something that could really change the game. So from TechCrunch.com, here we go. Come on. Really? We're live. Just work with me now. Thank you so much. Here we go from TechCrunch.com. A Stanford grad student created an algorithm to help his classmates find love. Now, Date Drop is the basis of his new startup. As Valentine's Day approached at Stanford, some students were gearing up for first dates, not with people they met on Tinder or Hinge, but with matches from a service called Date Drop, designed by Stanford graduate student Henry Wing. Date drop pair students with potential dates once a week based on their responses to a questionnaire. A Stanford whiz kid is trying to disrupt an established industry from his Palo Alto dorm. Stop me if you heard this one before. I believe that might be Mark Zuckerberg at Facebook. But young adults are deeply disillusioned with the frustrating, demoralizing state of online dating. Why not try something different? Over 5,000 students at Stanford have given Date Drop a try since its launch in the fall. It has also rolled out to 10 more schools, including MIT, Princeton, the University of Pennsylvania. Wing says he wants to roll out Date Drop more broadly in some cities this summer. So this is giving me the energy of a website that I haven't went to this in so long. For real. I don't even know if it's still around. Let me see. It looks like it's not one. It's true. Okay, hang on. It looks like right here. So this platform was out a while back, right? And this was called datemyschool.com. Now, I was on it. It looks like it's not around anymore because I just tried to type it in and it was like, no. So datemyschool.com looked a little like this right here. So you would go here and sign up, and then you can, go through different schools and stuff, educate people, educate dates. So it was a novel concept. It looks like, let me type in datemyschool.com. Doesn't look like the website was broken. So, but yes, back to our destination here. Our matches convert to actual dates at about 10 times the rate of Tinder. Wing told TechCrunch itself, swiping, we get to know each person deeply and send them one compatible match per week. At first, Wing didn't intend to turn Date Drop into the foundation of the startup. Then his close friend of his met their partner via Date Drop, and that's when I got the sense that this was less of a project, he said. Okay, so here's datemyschool.com, y'all. It took too long to respond, so it looks like it is a defunct website at this point here. Let's see here. Now Wing thinks of Date Drop as just the first service from the startup, the relationship company, which is a public benefit corporation, a type of company legally required to consider social impact alongside profits. This started as something I just wanted to exist on campus. It became a company because people kept on asking for it in their schools. And I needed resources to do that, he said. I definitely feel like this can expand from schools and it can be a new way to date for sure. Already Wing has raised a few million from some angel investors, including Zynga founder and early Facebook backer Mark Pinchkus, who has taught business courses at Stanford, including to Wing. Andy Chen, a former partner at Kochu, and Elad Gill, an early backer of Airbnb, Stripe, and Pinterest, also invested in the relationship company. The long-term vision at the relationship company is about facilitating all meaningful relationships, friendships, personal connections, community, and events. Wing said it's par for the course to use algorithms to predict if users of a dating service may be compatible with one another. That's how dating apps work. But Wing says his model is more geared to forging long-term connections, with 95% of Date Drop users say they're interested in relationships. So here is some of the questions here. Having no social media is a green flag. Think of a date or hangout you've enjoyed. What really made it special? Your top 5 core values. Wing explains that there are 2 core elements at play. First, the questionnaire needs to be thorough enough to capture a real picture of who someone is. We do that through the questions, open-ended responses, of voice conversation, and other data that users provide, he said. Next challenge is compatibility prediction. Because we help people plan dates, we have down which matches actually work out. So we have a model trained on real-world outcomes, he said. Once you have those 2 components, the actual matching is standard stuff from matching theory literature. Currently pursuing a computer science master's degree at Stanford. Go ahead, brother. Wing has oriented his education around the economic and mathematical concepts of matching. As a Stanford undergrad, he created his own major to study humans, matching, and incentives. I started to see how shaping matches so much of our lives. Wing told TechCrunch who your life partner is, who your friends are, what college you go to, which company you work for, are all matching platforms. Beyond his technical education, Wing also found unexpected class useful for learning how to manage a startup. Rather, Intro to Clown. Let's talk about a core principle of clowning is that clowns are failures. Instead of fearing failure, they revel in it. He said, as a product builder, your entire journey is just repeatedly failing again. Back up clown class was a wonderful microcosm of that. So far, the relationship company has 2 employees besides Wing, along with 12 students who serve as campus ambassadors. Because their work revolves around forging matches, Wayne has extended that mindset to how he manages the company. He offers employees a $100 monthly relationship stipend, which they can spend on dates, gifts, experiences, or anything that helps deepen and pour relationship of any sort. Relationships are the single most important factor in a person's life, Wayne said. There's also great research showing that the money spent on other people makes you happier than money spent on yourself. Wing's fascination with how people form relationships has also informed how he goes about his day-to-day life. Date Drop has shown me how many interesting people are out there that you never encounter through your normal routines. He said it made me more open to people I would have crossed paths with otherwise. So, first of all, I think that this is a great idea because think about it, when you get swiped left or right, it gets redundant. Hinge, I will say, is great. The biggest thing is you are able to engage a lot more with, prompts. And so, but it seems like the questionnaires that we have all filled out before, like your name, your age, your height, what you look for, this, that, third, it's now being utilized for a purpose. So here is the website here. Now, this is just for stanford.edu right now, okay? So take our psychology badge compatibility quiz once, then opt in weekly by Tuesday, 9 p.m. to get a match with a note on why we think you click. So here it is here. Tell us about yourself, your core values, interests, and what matters most to you. Then right here, having children is essential for a fulfilling life. My top 4 core values. Opt in weekly. Opt in before Tuesday, 9 p.m. We'll send you a match and tell you why you think. And we tell you why you think we'll get along. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Give me a moment. Tech is ticking. There we go. Okay. Go on a date. We'll give you their email. You figure out the rest. Meet up, grab some coffee, maybe touch some grass. We've made 35,000 matches, and they're often turned into real dates 10 times more than Tinders. So you fill out a 10-minute questionnaire about your values and what matters to you. Then each week, decide if you want us to send you a match. We'll introduce you to one person we think you generally click with. You both get a little note with your first names, what you share, why we match with you. From there, it's your chance to make plans, see where it goes. How does the matching algorithm work? We draw on compatibility research like value alignment studies, the Big Five, and findings from social psychology or friendship and romance to make thoughtful suggestions of who you might click with. We also train an AI system end-to-end folding into your feedback from past dates to get smarter matches over time. That's as much as we can say here. Here's about the nitty-gritty. You might be the kind of person who should join our team. So I love the winking face emoji. And by the way, I love companies that can engage with their consumers, right? Because usually Match.com, which is the company that owns most dating apps, it's like, we believe in love, and that's it. But it's like here you're engaging with the audience of like, hey, we're here for you to win, which is nice. What do you do with my data? First of all, we never sell your data. Also, the Stanford students helping promote Date Drop on campus. Never see your data either. Your answers are only used for matching occasional insights that we will share with our blog, like engineering students on Date Drop are more likely to want to build long-term relationships. Never anything identifiable about you personally. A very small trusted team maintains the system. They They even don't see your personal details alongside your responses. In the database, your name and email stored in one place while your answers live separately under a random ID. Who can join right now is open to Stanford students, both undergrads and grad students, with an active stanford.edu email. Alumni, we have a guide. We're working on ways to welcome you. What measures are taken to ensure safety? Everyone verifies with a stanford.edu email. Only your match ever gets your contact info. No one else can contact you through Date Drop. If someone makes you uncomfortable, you can report. We'll remove it. Does it cost money? No, it's free. Is this for non-romantic relationships? Not right now, though. The focus is staying through along the way. Plenty of people have ended up with new friends too. What if I'm busy? That's okay. You get to decide each week if you want to match. If it's midterms, files, or you just need a breather, we can skip. We'll be here when you're ready again. Does it work? And then we'll go to the relationship company here in just a minute. We're in the early days. We have people who have never dated their last go on first dates with Date Drop, and some have even started their first relationships. Others have found unexpected friendship, fun stories, or the simple joy of meeting someone who they would have met otherwise. Is this affiliated with Stanford? No, Date Drop is a completely independent project built by students who want to create a better way to meet people on campus. So there it is there. And then Date Drop, not your school, we're coming soon. Schools with the most signups launch first. So the more that your campus makes it do what it do, then there it is. So you can search for your schools here. So here are all the schools. Right here, so you got Stanford, Princeton, MIT, Penn, Yale, Northwestern, Dartmouth, Emory, UC Davis, UC Irvine, UCLA, American University, Amherst College, ASU, Auburn, Bates College, Baylor University, Boston. So all these colleges, okay, are waiting lists. So if you are at any of these colleges, make it do what it do. Get your school to sign up here. So, and looks like they really are wanting to, go all around the country. Like I said, I think that this is a great idea. I really do. I also love of course, University of Arkansas is on there. Awesome sauce. Yes, indeed. And hopefully this will go out to HBCUs as well. I love what's called the high air balloon of Date Drop, because you're dropping down potentially into a date. So I really do love that. So good stuff. I really love this platform. I pray that it is very successful. Here's the relationship company right here. Now they have founding product engineer and founding design engineer. So here it is here. Right here. So you will be the first design engineer hired working directly with the founder. You'll help shape the product, brand, and culture from the ground up. Help us go from 10,000 to 1 million users. So build features end-to-end, obsess over details like performance, layout, typography, talk to users, analyze product usage, synthesize insights, help define how a product looks, define our brand identity, design systems, making it easy for the team to ship exceptional experiences, anchor a culture obsessed with craft and delightful intentional experiences. And then here is everything you need to know about what you need to be the founding designer. And then of course here, top of the market compensation, free daily lunch, dinner, caffeine, generous budget for AI tooling, $100 a month gym stipend, and $100 a month relationship stipend as well. And then of course there is a founding product engineer as well, because y'all know we always are about promoting opportunities. So there are people that have great engineering degrees that they just need a shot. So here it is here on features end-to-end, front end, back end, AI integration, all train, simple projects, train a gradient boosted tree to predict compatibility. Use it to discard low signal questions from our questionnaire. Designed to implement an in-app AI dating coach. Helps people better understand themselves. Number 2, enriches our representation of them. And 3, serves as a more integrated means of collecting match feedback. Create a person embedding model for integrating the data from match feedback from others onto their profile. Launch experiment with a AI interviewer instead of the questionnaire, measuring results and determining next steps. Talk to users several times a week. In turn, what you learn to technical product decisions. Pick up whatever else needs doing, from growth to ops. Learn a lot about building things people love, about 0 to 1 in about yourself. And so right here, if you want this job of the founding product or design engineer, you email Henry at Relationship Co. with your resume, 3 sentences about why you want to apply, your LinkedIn/personal website, any project you made with links, and then the process: 20-minute initial chat, 30-minute technical, 15-minute product sense, 45-minute technical, and then a paid work trial. Now, there's a company called NERO that I applied for that has that same type of process with a paid work trial. And I believe that that's an amazing idea to actually let people try out the job, to showcase that they can do it. I think that's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So that is the show. But of course, you know, we don't end the show without a positive news story. I saw this and wanted to bring it to y'all. So here we go. From NBC4 Washington, D.C., the 39th Black History Invitational aims to tackle disparities in swimming. The drowning, and hang on, we'll watch that here in a little bit here. Drowning death rates for Black people under age 30 are 1.5 times higher than rates of white people, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. DC is home to the nation's premier minority swimming event, the Black History Invitational Swim Meet. The meet draws in more than 1,000 swimmers from across the country each year. This year, 1,300 swimmers from 38 states came out, a record for the event. So almost the whole country, which is amazing. They love to swim, and we love to see it, said Finney Freeman, the director of the DC Department of Parks and Recreation. Logan Bunn, who is from Ward 8, has been participating in the last few years. I primarily learned how to swim simply because my mom wanted me to do a sport, especially because a lot of Black kids don't know how to swim, she said. Former Mayor Marin Berry founded the Invitational to break down racial barriers in swimming. We try our best to build our African-American swimmers, Freeman said. Rather, there is still a disparity nationally about African-American youth. Drowning death rates for Black people under age 30 are 1.5 times higher than rates of white people, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Disparities are highest among Black children between the ages of 5 and 9. The rate is 2.6 times higher than rates of white people, and for Black children between the ages of 10 and 14, it's 3.6 times higher. That's why the parents of Joey Webb make sure to get her lessons early. We saw numbers of the amount of Black kids drown, and we knew we didn't want our daughter to be a statistic. Rosalind Balcom, Joy's mom, said the family traveled all the way from Jacksonville, Florida, so Joy could compete in this competition for the first time. We didn't even know that there was such an invitational swim meet such as this, and we just thought it would be a great opportunity for her. Balcom said the invitation will continue Sunday. If you would like to watch from home, there is a live stream, so I will bring up that stream now. I think the stream is over, but just to show the website that this does exist. No, actually, my bad. It starts today. Okay, my bad. So next year, so already ended. So February 12th through the 14th, 2027. Right here, 300 Van Buren Street, Tuckahoe, Quoxer, Northwest. So here was the video stream here that you could have watched. And look at that logo. Oh, man, this is awesome. This is incredible. This was founded in 1987 by the DC Department of Parks and Recreation, DPR, the United States Black Fund, UBF. In our Black History Month, these two organizations that work together every year since to produce the first swim meet in the nation to celebrate this important month that highlights the contributions of African Americans to U.S. society. The invitation was founded with the goals of providing urban youth nationwide with a positive outlet, expression, and exposure to strong competition, a forum to meet positive role models, and the opportunity to visit the nation's capital. Since the very first year, DPR and UBF are proud that the Black History Invitational Swim Meet has fulfilled these goals and has grown from a small local competition to now one held by USA Swimming, the national governing body for the sport of swimming. As the premier minority swim competition in the United States and in the world, during the 3-day invitational, youth athletes ranging in age from 5 to 18 will compete in standard swim meets such as the individual melee, freestyle, butterfly relays, and back and breaststrokes, attracting nearly 1,100 minority competitors ages 5 to 18 for swim teams in Los Angeles, Atlanta, Detroit, Cleveland, New York, and other metropolitan areas in the United States. So this is eligible for all swimmers. U.S. swimming membership is not required for entry to the meet. Priority acceptance of entries will be given to teams and athletes who swam in the meet the previous year. Any new teams or athletes interested in attending should notify the meet directly with an estimated number of swimmers. So here is the application to officiate if you want to officiate during the meet. So I think that's absolutely incredible. Like I said, the things you learn through the power of the internet, and also too, just when you get outside your own purview, you really do learn something cool. So let's watch that video now of this. Give me a moment. Here we go. Here.
Experience got me so immersed that I'm trying to create the Winter Olympics fever that I'm feeling on the inside, on the outside.
Check the medal count. Click on any Olympian's face. Is there anything else I should know about?
1,300 swimmers from 38 states. That's a record for the Black History Invitational Swim Meet.
They love to swim, and we love to see it.
The meet is now in its 39th year. Logan Bunn, who is from Ward 8, has been participating the last few years.
I primarily learned how to swim simply because my mom wanted me to do a sport, especially because a lot of Black kids don't know how to swim.
Former DC Mayor Marion Barry founded the Invitational to break down racial barriers in swimming.
And we try our best to build our African American swimmers. There still is disparity nationally about African American.
According to the CDC, drowning death rates for Black people under age 30 are 1.5 times higher than rates of white people. Disparities are highest among Black children. Between ages 5 and 9, the rate is 2.6 times higher, and for Black children between ages 10 and 11, 3.6 times higher. That's why the parents of Joy Webb made sure to get her swim lessons early.
We saw some numbers of the amount of Black kids that drowned, and we knew we didn't want our daughter to be a statistic.
The family traveled all the way from Jacksonville, Florida, so Joy could participate in this competition for the first time.
We didn't even know that there was such an invitational swim meet such as this, and we just thought it would be a great opportunity for her.
The swim competition continues on Sunday. If you can't make it here, there is a live stream so you can watch it from home. In the district, Jessica Albert, News 4.
Thank you, Jessica. That was amazing, amazing, amazing. Y'all, that's our show. Thank you so much. I believe the meet was from February 14th to the 17th of this year. So sad I didn't get to see the stream, but the 40th anniversary will be happening next year. So it should be a great time. All right, y'all, that's it for me. Thank you so much for being here. One love, much love, all love to each and every single one of you. Like I said, Married to Medicine tonight at 6 o'clock. And then, of course, join me tonight for Universal 64 or U64, the official Universal fan club. I'm going to break down the tiers. I'm going to break down the fest. I'm going to break down everything and tell you why Universal could potentially be doing a fan club very soon. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love. And send it right back to you. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I love you all. Bye-bye.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, Because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying